Hello children, hope you all are well and at the best of your health. This is the last class before your half yearly exam, and in this class we will discuss about the questions and the answers. Which answer will be the correct one and what are the mistakes you did in the previous exams. We will discuss over that so that you may not make any mistake in the half yearly exam. So let's start from the article. I hope you all can remember that articles are divided into two types or two categories. What are they? I have told you articles they are divided into two types: definite article and indefinite article. What's the definite article? The or the. And what are the indefinite article? A and an. Where do we use a and where do we use an? You know it very well. We use a to talk about one, and when the word starts with a consonant, and we use an to talk about one when the word starts with a vowel, and the is used to talk about a particular or specific thing. But there are few exceptions. Few of you asked me questions regarding that, and I must discuss it today. I told you, we don't use any article before the name of a country, but there are few exceptions. How? I can't say I live in the India. I can't say. This will be wrong. But when it indicates a cluster of countries or a group of states or a group of islands, we must use the. How? He lives in the USA. USA stands for United States of America. Yeah, it's a group of states. What you got? Netherlands. It's a cluster of countries. So we must use the before Netherlands, the before USA. I hope those who had confusion, you have understood this one right now. Okay. As we know that we use an before a vowel and a before a consonant. But sometimes we see few exceptions. Why they are so? Let's discuss. Listen. When the vowel U is pronounced as U, the sound comes as U, means we get a consonant sound. Then we use A or A before it. See, if I say umbrella, the sound we get A. We must use an umbrella. But if I say unicorn, see, the sound is U, means that we get a consonant sound. Here I will say a unicorn. I hope you have understood this one. Again, O is a vowel. Before O we use and. Listen. Orange. I gave you this example earlier also. Once again, orange. The sound is O. So I must say an orange. But when I say one-eyed person, the sound is here wa. See, that gives us a consonant sound. So here I must write a one-eyed person. You got a 1 rupee coin. Few of you made an 1 rupee. Few of you wrote a 1 rupee. So the correct answer will be a one-eyed person or a 1 rupee coin. Okay. There, and now we'll talk about the silent H. If I say house, house, here the sound of H is pronounced how, that sound comes, so here I'll write a house. But if I say our, listen, here the sound comes R from here. There is no sound of H. So our vowel sound comes, this H is called silent H. H. This word is written with a consonant, but the sound comes off a vowel first. So we'll use and. I hope you won't make any mistake of the kind further. These are the things what necessary to be discussed before the half yearly exam from the article chapters. Now we'll proceed to pronoun chapters. Listen, pronoun I have told you. Pronouns, basically there are two forms of the personal pronouns. Don't forget, when they are used as subject, we use some forms, and when they are used as objects, we use some other forms. So be definite which is the subjective form and which is the objective form. I have told you, I is the subjective form, me is the objective form, we is the subjective form, us is the objective form. But in case of you, we use you both as the subject and the object. You, if I say he, then it will be the him. If I say she, the objective form will be her. They will be them, and it will be it. We know I, when we talk about ourselves, means if I talk about myself, I am the speaker. If I talk about myself, then I must use the pronoun as I. And in the objective form, I must use me. We, when there is someone along with me, when I must be there along with someone else. There will be one, more than one, but the presence of I is must. Then only we can use we. And you, when someone is talked directly, then you can be used. He indicates to one male person, she indicates to one female person, they means there will be more than one, but the presence of I will not be there. Then we use they. And eat. When can we use it? This is very much interesting. For the animals, for one animal we can use it, and the babies, children, for a baby, for a child, we don't know if it is he or she, so we use it. Yeah. If I say a baby is crying, it hungry. Yeah, in place of the baby we can say it. For the animal we use it. Suppose I have a coffee, it always runs after me. It indicates puppy. It's an animal, so we use it in place of an animal. Make sure before you answer if the nouns are used as subject or object. Which form is required? Big, definite one. If I say Tarun and I are siblings. So the presence of I is there and Tarun, another person is there. More than one and the presence of I means it indicates we. You can say we go to play chess on Sunday. As there we are using as subject. But if I say if we want to use them as object, how we will use it or which form will be there? See, further taught dash how to play football. Here we are being talked about, but as in object. So we must use the objective form here. What will be there? Can we use we here? No, we can't. As this is used as an object, we must use us. If, see, if here there is no I, if there is Tarun and Arun, there is no presence of I, here we will use they. They go to play chess on Sundays. Yeah, there is no presence of I. The two different. If they are used as object, we must use the objective form them. And when someone talks directly to another person, we use you. How? Aru said to Anupam. Now I must quote the exact words what Arup said. These are the actual words spoken by Arup. Dash are a fool. You got such a question? Here I am taking. Here Arup is talking directly to Anupam. So what will be there? As I am talking directly, talking to you, what will be there? When Arup is talking to Anupam, the exact words are there. Means he must use the word you. Here the pronoun you will be used. You are a fool means Anupam. It's talked about Anupam. Anupam is a fool here. You are a fool means these are the actual words spoken by Arup. Did you understand? I think so. Now let's talk about the use of have verb. I have told you they can be used in two ways, one as a main verb and one as a helping verb. Have, has, and have. We use have and has in the present tense, as I have told. If someone, now how can we understand if it is present tense or if it is past tense? If there is no mention of the past tense, then you will take it as the present tense. How? If I say, she dash a teddy. Teddy. You may be confused if it is present time or past time. There is no mention of past. No mention of any past time. So, you will consider it as a present time. Yeah. Here, you must use see. Yeah. After see, as it is third person singular number, so you must use has. But when there will be a stress or any mention of the first time, that time you must use have. Last year we dash a picnic at Nico. Last year we are talking about the past time, yeah. So here we must use have. When it's used, have verbs are used. It's have, has, had. When they are used as auxiliary verb, be definite, we must use the third form or the first participle form of the verb. This is the main thing. You can differentiate between the use of do and have. Let me see. Let me show. He dash done his do verb has three forms: do, did, done. Listen. Past participle form is used here. We cannot see that. We can't write that he has, he did done. No, we can't say. As there is third form, so we must say he has done his work. But if I say he dash his work, here only we can say the present form of do verb. As the subject is third person singular number, so I must use he does. I think it will help you. Again, the have verb used to show us possession, to tell us about an experience, or to talk about eating something when they are used as main verbs. Let me remember that. And do verbs basically they are used to make a question or a negative sentence. If I want to make a question, dash he meet you last night. Listen, what will be there? Have or do verb. Just use your mind. Can we say, has he meet you? No. If there had been made the past participle of meet, then we could have used have verb. As the present form of a verb is used, we can use only the do verb. Yeah, as last night, so I must use the past form of do verb. Did he meet you last night? We can't use have verb here because there is only meet. Be careful. When there is the present form of the verb in a question, we use do verb. But when there is the past participle of form of a verb, we use have verb. I hope you have understood, and in the questions what or where you got confused, they are cleared. Wish you all the best for your exam. Bye bye.